So the things I've been up to, a couple weeks back, I got a one-way ticket and I flew back to the East Coast. I kind of wanted to sit down with my itchy, greasy hair. This is what I look like most days, every day now. Not actually so bad on camera, but I swear I would look at myself in the mirror and just see this ghost. I look so dull. It's a goal moving forward for myself to reassemble and be something different. Don't get me wrong, my life has been so blessed and really wonderful. There are so many amazing memories and opportunities. What is my primary concern is just myself. I think through it all, I have never yet, and I know I'm very young, I'm in my early 20s, I have not yet grasped what it is to have a healthy relationship with myself, and that in turn would undoubtedly influence the relationship that you hold with anybody else in your life. So I've come to the point of realizing, all right, no more of this. That's the theme of my life, at least personally, right now. Actually heal, to actually work on myself, especially with the year that has just come by. I think it's made us all very reflective and all yearn for change. I flew back to the East Coast. I decided I'm going to try living there by myself. A question when I say this you might have is, what about your relationship? Did you guys have plans? So we went our separate ways, Ty and I. It was a very difficult decision. Ultimately, it was amicable. You know, the 3.5 years we shared together, it was a wonderful era. We just grew to want different things. It takes doing the more difficult thing. In this case, if it means getting what's best for each of us, what each of us deserves, we still keep in contact, and we will. I can't necessarily speak for him, but right now it has pushed me into this time in my life where I'm truly thinking about me for the first time. I have to know how to have fun with myself and really enjoy life, and I think I can do that. I don't feel too afraid of that. What I do feel anxiety and fear about day in and day out are how I affect people, as in, like, maybe this is just a too self-conscious or too self-important. I always feel like I have to live my life in a certain way to fulfill the expectations of those directly in my life, or even those on the internet who don't know me. It drives me fucking crazy. I can't do it. Well, I have been doing it, and I thought for the longest time this is how to live. This is what my life is. And now it's just becoming more evident, especially when I review some of my old vlogs and I look freaking miserable. And I remember waking up every day and feeling this terrible dread that I'm me, and I'm like, why do I need to do that? Like, why? No. Like, how am I supposed to be kind to people and give my love to people and try to better communities and whatnot, or to extend myself into the community and do better? How am I supposed to do that when I fucking can't even manage myself? And I always think about how my decisions will impact others, which is important, like, you're considerate, but I also think of it in a bad way because I want validation and approval, and then I'm so afraid when I don't get it. That's super dangerous because you're not in control of your own stability when you always rely on other people's validation or the other people's approval and stuff. So whatever, like, I do remember somebody commenting like after one of my videos last year, and they're just like, Annabelle, you seem so jaded. You just need to find peace. Like, you really don't have peace. And you know what? Probably don't. There's so many things that I've coped with growing up that I thought, okay, it's resolved, but really no. I think it just pushed me into this one direction, and I used things in my life, whether it was my mission to graduate from university, my like very, very involved and time-consuming degree, or my YouTube career, or my relationship, like my first really long-term serious relationship, I use all of those things as my identity, as like why I'm okay. And now that I've graduated, I'm trying to do this YouTube thing full time, and I'm like, there's so many directions I can take in, whatever. And I've left this relationship because we realized that we don't make each other happy in the way that we should. Now I'm kind of left with this void. So that's that. I'm moving forward. It's definitely not easy for me to announce it super publicly because I'm still a very insecure person, I found. I think I used to conflate insecurity with like how my external looks were, and I don't, I'm looking like this with you and I don't feel insecure. Like, no, I realize I do very much fear how people perceive or how much they like me for whatever reason, as if that's my responsibility. A part of this video is to update you and just to talk to you, but another part of it was kind of like doing it for myself, like really for the first time. Can you sit here candidly and just speak and not worry so much? I got a lease for an apartment and I'm going to be moving to New York. And this is actually something I wanted to do and I was very ready to do as soon as I graduated. While I was still in my relationship, we had a plan to be long distance just for a year or two because I want to put myself in an arts and culture center, and especially with my major, which is textiles. It's mostly the Northeast. It's not California, and especially not the Bay Area. I'm excited. Like, I know a lot of the world is on hold. That's actually one of the reasons I'm able to move, just because the real estate and everything is so bad that I'm able to afford actually going there and living there by myself. Last year I wanted to room with a friend. William and I were thinking about being apartment buddies and stuff. But now he has his own place and I'm just gonna get my own place. It's gonna come up very quickly. In a few weeks you'll see me moving. Whatever else comes after that. I'm excited. I'm both excited and nervous. I just want to give a huge thank you to my sister who took care of me when I flew out and visited her. She also has been taking care of Prairie for 11 months, almost a whole year. I also couch surfed with Claire and couch surfed William because I was looking around. I went to Boston and New York, so I could not have done it without those people in my life. I came back home last week. I got my COVID test back. It's negative. And I'm gonna try to get all the packing I need done and all my shop updates I need done before the move. Just, the loose ends. And of course, I want to spend time with my family. So I kind of just needed to get this big dust bunny out of my head so I can think clearly and be more present. So yeah. Woohoo! I love you and I'll see you soon. Thank you for being interested in my story and spending time with me. Goodbye.